TIFU by sending my hairdresser a photo while I was naked. I am typically a put-together person, but the past 3 weeks, I've struggled with a mental health issue that reached a crisis level. Today, I'm working to put self-care in place. After a very long hiatus, I made an appointment to get my hair done. The stylist asked me if I will need product. I decided to splurge and ask if Theria non-drugstore brand of styling gel she recommended. I sent her a screenshot of what I've been using, which has only been okay. Super proud of myself for being willing to spend some money. Hit send. Then, when I saw the photo in the text, realized that the mirror behind me caught little parts of my naked self. I have no idea if this is obvious or not. How do I go to the appointment? Did I send a naked pic or is it hard to tell? I don't like to look at myself naked. I surely don't want to expose another person to this or any kind of harassment. I can't post a photo here but will either put it in the comments or in my profile. TLDR/TIFU by sending a photo taken with a mirror in the background that captured a tiny bit of naked me. Ugh.
TIFU when I shared fun facts about me at work. Random throwaway. My GF called me at work yesterday to tell me she was experiencing a panic attack. I asked where she was. She said she was stuck in traffic. I encouraged her to stop the car on the side of the road as soon as it was safe to proceed. In the meantime, I applied what she taught me to do if she had a panic attack, which was to distract her with random conversation. It was my first time interacting with someone having a panic attack. I had no idea what kind of random content would be appropriate for the conversation I was required to provide in such an intense situation, so I opted for fun facts about me. My mental clock always wakes me up on time. I still need to literally fall as an adult. Spiders scare me. I'm the tallest person in my family. Every time I meet a pregnant woman, I think, now everyone knows you had X. I never wear hats. My worst-case scenario trick to lasting longer in bed is to imagine Ron Perlman and Danny DeVito making out naked. I buried the teddy bear I used to UCK as a *orny teenager in my parents' backyard because I'd eventually lost all its softness and I didn't want my mom and dad to ask awkward questions about the crusty bear. There was number 9 because one of my coworkers interrupted me. I was on the toilet at work when GF called. I thought I had privacy because Themen's room was empty when I entered, but then someone knocked on the door. The coworker. Think Gen Z Nathan Fielder. I didn't know how much Nathan heard, but he must have heard enough because he asked if I was drunk. I said I was dealing with a personal emergency, which prompted him to ask if it was a mental health issue. I said I would later. My GF was laughing on the phone. Nathan making me uncomfortable apparently made her panic attack go away. The good news, my GF recovered. The bad news, Nathan knows too much about me now. TL. Dr. GF called me at work to tell me she was having a panic attack. I tried to distract her with fun facts about me. One of my coworkers over some of my NSFW facts and now I'm on his radar for all the wrong reasons.
TIFU by not sexually assaulting a girl on the first date, again. Why the UCK this keeps happening to me? Am I giving off a creepy rapist vibe? Almost 2 months ago, I posted a TIFU about a girl I matched with who kept saying she didn't want to hobby X, then after the fact said she wanted me to just force her. You can read in full here. Anyways. I, 28M, matched with a girl, 25F, last week. We talked a bit and I made a comment about cooking skills and she immediately said she wanted to come over to try. We made plans for Saturday night. Last Saturday she messages me saying if she can sleep here since she has work very early in the morning, 4 a.m. I say yes. She adds that we are not gonna sleep together in the first date. I say no. In the evening I pick her up, we chat, I cook, we eat, and start watching some TV. We fool around kissed for a bit, when she says it's late because he needs to wake up early. I say to her she can sleep in my bed and I sleep in the couch. She's hesitant to accept saying she's fine sleeping in the couch but accepts. Next morning I take her to her job. She talks about how she liked my cooking. That she slept well. We talk about meeting to watch a movie in the theater. Everything seems fine. Sunday we continue talking as normal. Monday she stops replying. Today I sent her a message asking what happened. She says that I don't have attitude, that she couldn't believe that I wasn't man inato UCK her. Her words, I was laying in and you didn't UCK me. What kind of men does that? So that's it. 2023 has been a weird year dating-wise. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm giving off a nice guy TM and rapist vibe, and no. I don't intend in the future to force myself and be insistent in having X. That I won't change about my TLDR again. A girl I matched with ended things because I didn't sexually assault them in the first date. Edit. Change the wording, fool around, to just kissing to make clearer what happened. Edit 2. I just want to be clear. This is not a post disparaging women. I'm not even disparaging these two women. I'm not trying to imply women want men to sexually assault them, much less make a woman crazy argument. I just wanted to share something that happened to me. I know this is a very uncommon occurrence. That's exactly why I was shocked it happened twice to me in a short time. Please don't take this post as excuse to be dicksto women and to try to cross their boundaries. If you want to take anything from these posts of to actually respect them even more, and communicate better with your partner about your and theirs expectations.
TIFU by allowing my GF to date girls. I don't need advice, because there really isn't any. I'm just abusing Reddit as a journal. Me and my GF have been a couple for nearly 7 years. We met in college and are now in our late 20s, early 30s. For context, I was her first, but I myself had some significant experience with dating both men and women when we met. Also, as I started college not right after high school, she's some years younger than me. Our relationship has been somewhat open from the start. In the first years, we've been having occasional threesomes and met other couples, which was fun and easygoing. I don't think that part was a TIFU and I would happily do that again. After 4 years, my GF broke down crying and told me that she isn't sure if meeting girls for X with me in the room would be sufficient for her in the future, as she realized she is more bi than she thought. This is where the TIFU starts. I instantly agreed that she can go on solo dates, because I thought, all I want is to see her happy. She will thank me later. This will strengthen our relationship. She doesn't have any experience whatsoever. She will regret not having made that experience later in life if I don't allow her. Also somehow suggested that I will profit from that decision by her introducing me to the women she'll meet along the way. Up to that point, it had been 99% me who had been organizing dates and managing all these stupid dating profiles on multiple platforms. Well, of course, it didn't go well. My GF had quite some fun and all I received were the stories of her experiences. This was perfectly fine for a year or so. At one point, I was allowed to also meet women, after arguing about that point for quite some time, but I just didn't get the point in going on solo dates when all I wanted was a happy GF. I tried once, and then it died down. Needless to say, my GF never ever actively introduced me to a single person she met. After a year or so, things started to deteriorate. My GF had met around 10 women already and I also allowed her to have a threesome with 2 other women. Some months ago, 2 years after the single dating phase started, the situation finally exploded. The breakdown is, she isn't sure of her sexuality anymore. She isn't looking for X, she's actively looking for a relationship on the side, because she cannot separate between X and love. She needs the emotional connection to have fun, and it is desirable for her to have a second female partner for the needs I cannot satisfy. She will always think of other women. She isn't sure if she finds me attractive in that way anymore. She never intended to do the single dating part for the sake of our relationship. She was really just doing it for herself. Thus, she wasn't honest to me and to herself the whole time. However, she didn't want to break up as I am still the love of her life, and all she wanted to do was to find a way to have it all. Needless to say that I am devastated, and our ex-life died. I argued that what she did wasn't being unsure of her sexuality, but persuading me under false premises to agree to her solo dating just to go out and cheat emotionally. I also mentioned that I don't even care if she's dating men or women, it's still not what we agreed on. It's not even the sex part that bothers me, but my own levity in this situation. I also cannot handle her naivety in this situation to think that something like this will work out in the long run. We had some heavy fights, and I told her to leave 2 times. I own the apartment. She promised me that things will change, and I believed her. Again. TIFU when I am a stupid naive idiot. However, all this stress has changed me a lot. Not only does it seem that my own sexual desire are a thing of the past. It's been years that I feel valued, important, hot. Hell, it's been at least years since I received my last picture of her oops. Every man likes that. But I think I've just been some kind of weird NPC secondary character in her whole story, and I've been too stupid to notice. On top of that, I am over 30. I have other things on my agenda, such as my career, and I don't want to handle all this stupid stuff you usually handle when you're in your early 20s. I just PhD and transferred to become a patent attorney at the beginning of the year. This hit is constantly taking a toll on my productivity and learning curve. All I want is some stability, a trustful GF, performing well at work and a fulfilling sex life. And I know that in a year or two, she may also realize that the 20s are gone for good, and trust and honesty is the most important part in every relationship. But even after all the hit above, I haven't ended it. Because I enabled her. Still, I am pretty sure what I need to do. TLDR, GF is cheating and I didn't notice.